And when I was a little girl, I was growing up in England and Switzerland, hearing that things were bad in Uruguay, but not knowing what that meant. Montevideo is incredibly invisible and silent on a global level, very unseen. It's this tiny country that the majority of people in the United States and many other parts of the world cannot find on a map, and has a cultural identity of being very unassuming. And people talk about Latin America, but they always forget about Uruguay. It's really incredible that a book about Uruguay and about Uruguayan history is getting all of that attention. I had to go back and forth a great deal between imagining and writing and researching and learning and exploring on the other hand. One of the marvelous things about being a novelist is that you can also do research walking down the street and using all your senses. As far as writing times that are already past, imagining 80 years ago, what would this street have sounded like? That was one of the biggest challenges for me, was to receive that editorial insight and to have the patience to stay in the road, even when it felt really long and difficult. Manuscripts should not be made by committee. Certainly there will be people who will give you reflections that won't work for you, and it's really important to hold on to your vision of your work. There's also something to be said for balancing that with the insights that really experienced people can offer you. And the ideal healthy editorial process is just that. I now receive emails from strangers all over the country, as well as in Sweden and Germany and Israel, telling me that they were really moved by the book. That's really humbling. I've traveled across the country doing events for this book, and at every single city, Uruguayans have come out of the woodwork and have said that they're so excited and proud about the book for themselves. I mean, they've claimed it as their own pride and accomplishment, and that's amazing.